So I've got the new audio system going on here, which means I can basically, because the microphone on the phone isn't what's picking up the voice anymore. I personally got sick and tired of the wind buffeting the microphone all the time and shitty audio, so I made that adjustment. Especially like a night like tonight, it's kind of windy. So the newest batch of modifications here, involve a few extra holes. Boy, I love it when I get interrupted. Trying to run a live here. We pause for station identification. Thank you very much. So anyway, this is an agricultural heater. And what I mean by that is sometimes we get a frost in the early spring and it wipes out the crops. I'm trying to stay one step ahead of that by being able to provide heat to those trees that will frost, and that frost kills everything. So I'm just testing out a mechanism here so we can have a fire next to the orchards and not lose all of our beautiful crops. I think I've got it figured out. I shouldn't have to flamethrow this fire tonight because we still got some hot coals in from way earlier this morning. It looks like it's going to self-ignite. So it's a 30-gallon water heater. Modified. It's a gas-fired water heater. That makes a big difference. And I'm converting it into an agricultural heater to heat the trees, keep them from frosting over. There's still a good chance that that's going to happen this year. Means it's only the end of March. We've had these frosts come around in May when it really wipes everything out. But as they say, you get me once, shame on you. You get me twice, shame on me. So the frost isn't going to get me twice, that's for sure. Not on my watch. And so this recent modification involves cutting new air holes in the bottom. There we go. Put the holes towards the wind. And we have fire. Now, just for testing purposes only, I'm going to go ahead and load this thing up, because if it's going to melt, I want it to melt now and fail now, rather than when it comes time to actually kneading this thing and having it fail then. Nothing worse than something failing you when you need it the most. That piece doesn't want to go in. Whew. For those that don't know, let's say when it gets down to about like 34 degrees and lower, something like this is absolutely needed, because otherwise all your blossoms and all that stuff, they'll all freeze and frost over, and then that kills them, and you have basically no product for that year. And something small like this, we got plenty of fuel to burn in it. We got all kinds of stuff like that. We just got to get out there and implement it. And all we're looking to do is raise the general area by a degree or two, because that's all it takes, is that one or 2 degrees, and that makes all the difference in the world, whether or not you have fruit or you don't have fruit. Yeah, it's burning a lot better than what it was. I've made several different modifications on this thing, and maybe a chimney, maybe a bigger hole in the top, maybe more airflow through the bottom. But this right here, where I just cut these holes, these round holes around the circumference of this thing, I think that's what it's really needed. You got a nice flame coming out the top. Yeah. My first prototype, which is where my flashlight is sitting, it's all right, but I did too much too quick on it. I cut big holes in the side so I could load it up and all that kind of stuff, and really I didn't need to do all that, because what that did is that the holes, I cut a section out of the tank, and then I welded a hinge onto it and tried to use that as a door. And over time, with my abuse, I abused the hell out of these things. My abuse has warped the door, and basically the tank is all warped, and I don't get that nice airtight seal that I need. And so I have less control over the fire at that point. She'll still work though. I'll definitely put her to use if needed. It's amazing. Today it was darn near 80 degrees here, and hell, it's already starting to feel about 43-ish right now. That's damn near a 40 degree swing, and it's only 8:30, I guess, and it's going to get colder. But yeah, the holes on the bottom, that's definitely what it needed. So all that smoke you see coming out of the top, that's basically unburnt fuel. That is fuel that is not being burnt. It's full of good gases. Burn the smoke off. To burn the smoke off. Okay. See, there's lots of smoke. And then watch. There's no smoke. If you stand over there, you'll see it much better. It's not hot enough up in the upper part of the tank yet. I don't have any way of doing that.
I didn't hear, when you shoot rats, you know for sure when you got him, because he makes this clicking sound. It's horrific.
What?
Click, 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 click. They make a clicking sound when they get hit.
I've seen them flop around like a fish. But okay.
It's the weirdest sound I've ever heard. So strange.
Bunch of liquid in the hose. That's what that is. There we go. Much better. That's our old unburnt fuel right there. I'm going to heat up the top of the cylinder here, get it nice and hot. That fire should stay going all on its own. Should, like that. It needs to be a little bit hotter. A little bit windy tonight. That's all right. There we go. Of course, I have to be a little bit more picky when it comes to the type of wood I put into this thing. I got some of that really pitchy stuff. I dislike it when I lose signal like that. That's crazy. That is the ideal fire, burning off most of the byproducts, smoke. It's like the 4th of July at the end of March. Oh yeah, she's nice and warm now, I'll tell you that. That's cool. I'm satisfied with this modification. I think I'm going to run this version right here. No big, huge holes cut in the side. If you want to load it, you got to just drop the wood in the top. It's got a 2-inch pipe that's going up in the bottom, through the bottom up into the center of the wood, so the center of the vessel is getting air as well. Yeah, that's going to be nice. It's going to do exactly what I need it to do. Now I got to take my first prototype and probably weld the door that I put on it, weld it shut so I could close it up a little bit and make it more like this one. So I guess it's going to be a double matinee or double feature today, this evening. I was kind of surprised when I saw it myself. We have a little chicken farm here, and there's, well, we kind of just started getting like a field mouse, whatever it is, infestation that just kind of came up, and they're getting into the feed, and they're just being very disruptive and starting to chew holes through everything. So here in about 10 seconds, we're gonna break off of this, and we're gonna go over and check that out. I've got a family member who's, I don't know, he's all right, but his idea of extermination is get the pellet gun and shoot the little things. Okay, no problem. Well, the situation was last night he kind of just gave it a little feel just to see, what he could come up with. And well, the problem was he had a headlight on, the kind you wear on your head, and the light kept moving around. So I told him, the mice, they're smarter than that. When they see that light moving, they're not going to come out because they know something's going on. So I told him he needs to set up more of a kind of a permanent type light situation, not very bright or anything. And after a little while, the mice, they will come out, just as long as that light's not moving around. Because that light that moves around makes it seem like, there's somebody there or something's going on. So I'm satisfied with this little thing. Let's go take a look at what's going on over here. I kind of got a glimpse of it earlier. And I don't know, Santa Claus is coming to town, I guess. I think he's broken out a bunch of Christmas lights, and he strung them up over here just so he could have that stationary light. Oh boy. You got to be kidding me. Wow. Are you catching anything? Oh boy. I don't want to walk in there and get shot. Hey, did you put up a little Christmas tree for him too? Oh, fuck. Knock, knock. Oh, this is something else.
The board's still standing up there?
What's the plywood? Yeah.
Let's figure that. I think I got 2 or 3 of them, I think. I don't know.
Did you leave any? Where's their chimney?
I don't know. Where's your chimney?
Don't you think they should have a chimney where their Santa Claus can come down and give them a bunch of presents? Oh shit. And you guys talk about the shit I do around here. So this is the I guess the rat hunting grounds.
They don't have a letter.
So I'm testing out the audio system, and it works. Even
Works pretty good.
even standing next to you in that chainsaw,
You can hear it?
they're hearing me. They're hearing me loud and clear.
Oh, okay, that's cool. As long as you have your phone next to you, right?
No, the phone could be. I had the phone in the truck when I walked over to you.
Oh. Did you get any views?
No, that was a private one, I think.
Oh, okay.
You know, you got to test this thing out. I don't want to look like a jerk off, totally.
You should go back around and head this way. And then I think I'll see how many kills I get tonight. And then tomorrow I think what I'll do is I'll put stuff over there so that way if I have a clear view from them coming in from the other side.
How about if we take this shit down and put up regular fucking lights? We've got plenty of that shit. This
Well, this is important.
this is
too,
fucking
right?
too much, man. This come on. I've got light socket. We found a bunch of light bulbs today. Come on, man.
Hey man,
This is-
it's all year round here. What are you talking about?
This is fucking stupid.
It ain't stupid.
That's horrible.
Hey, I'm doing my thing, man.
I'm leaving you alone. Whatever you want to do,
I
you
mean,
do.
no pellets are hitting over the plywood, right? And I did that because of the dogs too.
Well, they'll figure it out.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to shoot the dogs because
It's terrible. Good thing the chickens go to sleep and they're actually in their little. Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess.
I tried that fluorescent light just by the shed.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't.
I've got a ton of LEDs and light sockets.
That could be a little bit brighter, with the
Yeah, probably like white light, like most people would use instead of this blue and red shit.
Hey, that's all that was available when I saw red.
That's where you were
it
looking.
works.
I'm telling you, I've got I've got the proper shit, man. You just fuck.
So it's a little extreme, eh? You know, this
It's not extreme. It's more experimental than anything. But
Well, that's-
come on, you can't see shit.
Oh yeah, through the scope I can.
You're too close for the scope. You can't even use the damn thing properly.
I should just come out over 350.
No.
That's overkill, but
Well, you'll have create more issues than what we need here.
I'm sure Kathy would just love that.
Wow.
You can do anything you want, just don't shoot.
The bright lights of feeling. It's crazy. So it looks like you got something going on in here too. I can get the camera lined up just right. It's not bright enough for it to pick it up. But,
That's what?
well, I'm trying to look through the crack in the wood there, and it's not. The light isn't bright enough.
You don't want too bright of a light.
Well, you need a white light is what you need to be honest, because then you can see the contrast, you know, the little things running across the dirt. And
I see him poke his head out of the phone over there, right down.
yeah, okay.
Oh, look, there's one right there.
Wow, that's crazy. Might as well go get the sleigh bells and start ringing them.
I got the music playing in the background at least.
Get the blow up Santa with a reindeer and put it up on the roof. Yeah, I saw that thing. It was obscene, but
Big
yeah.
as the garage. Dashing through the rats with one pellet gun.
Whatever. So yeah, this is a rat hunting 101.
Yeah, this is called the preseason rat hunt.
Maybe it should be like the minus 101. You just kind of can't help but laugh. Yeah, that is a bit much. So I'm going to be walking out that way. So
It's
don't.
all right.
I'm going to be downrange for a second.
It's all right.
I'll let you know when
Hey,
I'm.
where's the truck at?
The truck is over there behind your motorcycle.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Oh, you're not going to be shooting. You're not going to be hitting it.
Shooting up what I'm shooting down, man.
Jesus Christ! You fucking got the red strand. Got the. You know, these guys need their sleep too. You know, the roosters. You should really let the roosters sleep. You know. Man, I don't. There ain't shit. Bob, you're not hitting shit out here, man. We'll have to come out here in the morning and check it out. Now, you'll know when you hit them. They'll start flopping around they'll flop around like a mackerel. Yeah, I don't see anything far out. Whatever. I'd like to have what the hell he's on. That's crazy. All right, the fire still burns. Next, I'm going to get a gimbal. That's image stabilization right there. That's going to be the next thing. That I can walk with the camera and not have the little bouncy with my footsteps. Oh yeah, she's definitely warm. Beautiful. It's glowing. Also, my experiment is a success. I got to go see what the hell my family members are doing with the rats, and that's it. All right, we're gonna call it a good one. It's been 40 minutes. That's long enough. Thank you all for stopping by. Again, this is going to be the final version of my agricultural heater to keep the frost off our trees, so we can enjoy some fruit this year. Y'all have a good one. Talk to you later.